Can snacks you eat taste like sodas you drink?
Let's talk about that. Good mythical morning.
And happy Cinco de Mayo.
Soda-flavored snacks are a scourge to the soda name. They're not carbonated. They don't make the most satisfying noise in the world when you open them. Oh. There's no reasonable debate about the proper nomenclature for them, nor do they make you burp, belch, or pass mouth gas. They are an abomination.
But what if they actually taste like soda?
Oh, I hadn't thought about that. It's time for Super Snack Flavor Match Soda Snack Edition.
Okay guys, you know how this works. You're gonna taste a lineup of snacks that claim to taste like specific sodas and rank them on a scale of 1 to 10 based on how much they actually do. Because, reminder, your score has nothing to do with how much you like the snack, only how much the snack matches the flavor. And the highest rated snack will be dubbed Soda Snack Brian.
Yes, we get another Brian today. History in the making. And going on our filing cabinet.
Oh, wow. So a different soda every single round, starting with a soda you hate.
Now, I'm not going to drink this first, even though that's—
Of course you're not.
What I normally do.
Right.
Because I know—
Because it's not like we're trying to see if it tastes like the soda or anything.
Well, yeah. I'm gonna taste it second.
Yeah, that's fine.
And maybe I'll actually like it, or think it tastes like Dr. Pepper.
So many people have told me about these and tweeted at me about these beans, and I haven't actually I have a can of them in my house that I have not eaten yet. But Dr. Pepper, like ribs and stuff like that, they are good.
If you just fed those to me blind, I wouldn't say Dr. Pepper. And I think that I'm in the best position to say that because it's really easy to detect things you don't like in stuff.
It definitely has a hint of Dr. Pepper. It's
a different type of sweet. But I like it.
There is that slight medicinal quality in the bite.
But it's not. It's not like, oh my gosh, Diet Dr. Pepper tastes just like regular Dr. Pepper. Beans.
Now, when you drink that, you will be reminded that that is exactly the flavor profile that is in those beans. It's just when it's mixed with beans,
it changes
it.
I just like it too much for it to be, I think, overwhelmingly close. It's a good bean. It's not better than a non-Dr. Pepper bean, in my opinion.
It's actually really, really good to have together with Diet Dr. Pepper. I think it's pretty solid. The flavor that's in there is subtle, but the flavor that's in there is 100% accurate. So I'm gonna give it an 8. But it could be you know what? I'm gonna give it a 7 because I think it could be stronger. 7. That's where I'm landing.
I'm giving it a 4 for the same reason. Okay. So what does that do? Do we add those up?
I'm sure somebody will, but it's 11. Tic Tacs.
Coca-Cola. Well, that's a big shaker of them, man.
Well, you know, Tic Tacs are bigger than they were in 1970. I got that from a little sheet of facts that we got right there. They used to be smaller.
They're expanding a little bit.
I think they expanded a while back.
I mean, they're just normal pill size now.
These are kosher, Stevie.
There you go. And what is that on these? It's a Coke bottle. There's a Coke bottle insignia on each one. That's a nice little touch. Ooh.
Oh, I did what you did. I tasted them first.
That's what I wanted to do.
That's not what I wanted to do, but I'm doing it this round.
I'm gonna tell you right now, I think this is the better way to do it. Because now I'm like, this tastes exactly like Coke. Flat Coke.
It tastes like Coke flavored things. Do you know what I mean by that?
The more you chew it, the less it tastes like Coke, but
There's
right
a lot
at the
of
beginning,
Coke flavored things.
I'm really impressed with this one. A lot more than the Dr. Pepper beans. Tastes just like Coke, homie. Coca-Cola was exclusively a fountain drink until 1899 when 2 Chattanooga attorneys, that's us, secured the bottling rights for $1 that was never collected. They never even paid it.
To me,
I'm gonna give it an 8. I think it's all over it.
I think it tastes more like Coke flavored things than it does taste like Coke.
Now, do you want
5
a Coke flavored Tic Tac? I don't know.
You don't want to smell like you drank Coke and not having drank it.
That's a total of 13.
Hey, you got a little cough? You need some Halls Red Bull flavored?
That is so strange. No.
Who thinks about this?
Why would you want a Red Bull throat lozenge.
Maybe if you're going on like a base jump with all your boys and everyone's gonna be drinking Red Bull and you're like, I've got a sore throat, but I want them to still think that I'm one of the boys. So if I eat these Halls, if I suck on these Halls, they'll be sure that I was drinking Red Bull.
I didn't know, well, this has got Thai on it. So this is not an American product.
I did the same thing again. But these taste like what I remember Red Bull tasting like, which I'm about to taste for real.
I think that you're doing it the right way.
But they also taste like Halls.
I don't think these exist at all in America, just in Thailand.
But do they have like caffeine in them, or do they just?
I can't read Thai.
Oh yeah. Good call.
I'm gonna venture to guess that it does not, but I will tell you that all of the Red Bulls sold in 2013 adds up to 275 tons of caffeine.
Oh, that's pretty awesome.
I didn't know that Hall's XS was even a thing. It's like
now it just tastes just like Halls.
just littler, and if you eat too many of these, your stomach will hurt.
Well, I'm not eating them.
Oh, really?
I just suck on them. I
Well,
guess
they-
eventually they go in my
Yeah,
stomach.
it eventually goes in your stomach. Does it taste like a?
It tastes like Red Bull at the very beginning and then immediately goes away. And it doesn't really taste that much like Red Bull at the very beginning. 2.
Yeah, I agree. I'm totally unstoked by this. I'm also giving it a 2, which brings us to
4.
You keep asking for it in the comments. Well, we made it, a remake to our My Hair Goes song to reflect where our hair goes now. Exclusively at the Mythical Society, you can get this completely remade song where we sing the parts that now make sense to us. Also, we included a B-side of a song totally original called Relevant, never before released anywhere. So you can get it by joining Third Degree Quarterly or Annual by June 30th. MythicalSociety.com for
Get it.
details. My hair goes up.
My hair goes down.
Do it.
Okay, I'm going back to my original method.
Guy Fieri has a barbecue sauce that is root beer flavored. Hold on to your hats.
So this is kind of like Dr. Pepper beans, I would think, because root beer, Dr. Pepper, same family. If you like one, you usually like the other. If you don't like one, you usually don't like the other. I like both. He hates both. Surprise, surprise. I went to Guy Fieri's restaurant in the Cancun airport.
Did you now?
And I gotta say,
Say it.
so much trash was talked about his restaurant when some like New York Times food review or something when he first like opened his restaurant in Times Square. It was good.
Yeah. of
I
course
like
it's-
what
of
Guy's
course-
doing.
Of course it's good.
I like what Guy's doing with his food choices.
And he's a good guy.
He's a
we're,
great guy.
We're a fan of him as a person. And so is Melissa McCarthy because she based her bridesmaid's character off of him.
Is that why she had spiky blonde hair and a flame shirt? Because I don't remember any of that.
Me neither, but it was a damn funny movie. I remember that. This is not the best barbecue sauce. And I think the problem is they're trying to make it taste like it's got root beer in it.
Also, we're not huge fans of super sweet red tomato-based North Carolina boys.
It's not.
It's like a Kansas City thing.
It's not horrible, and especially when you keep eating it, the root beerishness of it disappears.
I'm just trying to find the root beer in there. I don't think it's actually bad for this type
It's
of
the
barbecue
first
sauce.
taste. I think people at home might use root beer to make their own homemade barbecue sauces, and that's where this came from.
But I can eat it and drink it at the same time.
You know that root beer has been drunk in the United States since at least the 18th century? It's got developed a bad reputation.
You should try that.
Hey, it just knocks on random people's doors.
You're afraid to do what I'm doing, and so you're going into facts mode. But I mean, listen, be a man, get some fries, dip them in the barbecue sauce, and drink and eat at exactly the same time. Be sipping while barbecue sauce is going into your mouth through a fry.
Why does that make me a man?
Let's find out. Nope, you didn't do it. Okay, let me show. I'll show you again. Here we go. I'll do it.
It's horrible.
Watch.
I did it.
Now you're a man.
Wow.
Actually, it did help a little bit.
My sons have been asking me what it takes. Now I know.
It got a little bit better that time, but it's still a 4 for me because I'm just not tasting a lot of root beer.
You know what? I'm in lockstep, especially when I lockstepped it and became a man.
Yep.
4. Total of 8.
Okay. We've got some jelly beans that are flavored like cream soda, everybody.
Now,
Now I want everybody to gather around. Do you remember children's church?
yeah.
It's like, okay.
Let the children come forward.
We would like all the children to come forward.
That was my favorite time.
And everybody's gonna sit down here.
As an adult?
I always
In church?
But as a kid, I was always a little bit embarrassed about going down there because I was always I'm the size of an adult.
Oh, yeah.
I was 5'9" in 4th grade.
Oh, I didn't go down there when I was a kid. I was too scared. But as an adult, it's my favorite thing to watch little kids be cute. Here's the thing. Listen, they want to put cola into stuff, but the colas that they're choosing are the ones that I just
Colas?
don't like. Like
This is not a cola, friend.
root beer, a soda.
Yeah, you said cola.
Isn't it a cola?
No, it's a soda.
Whatever. A&W cream soda.
Sounds like
cola.
somebody wasn't paying attention at children's church
I don't
when we use
like.
soda in the
I don't like
analogy.
cream soda. I don't like Dr. Pepper, and I don't like root beer
How could you not like cream soda, though?
because
Just taste it. There's nothing to not like.
it tastes like you melted a grandpa candy into soda water.
Yeah, tell me when that gets bad.
So it doesn't make me want to retch. I just don't prefer that flavor. So do I want it in a jelly bean? No, but if I have one and I'm comparing it, it's pretty,
I actually
pretty
think
spot on.
these Jelly Bellies taste more like cream soda than the cream soda.
And I like it
Does
better
that make sense to you?
in a jelly bean than in a soda.
That is a really good jelly bean, and it does taste
is
like
better.
cream soda. But more like cream soda than cream soda.
This is the best way to eat cream soda, in a jelly bean. I guess I'm gonna give it I have to give it an 11 based on what we're saying.
No, that's off the scale.
Well, that's the point.
Drink them together.
If this is a scale, then this is above and beyond. It's better. It doesn't even just match it. I'm gonna give it an 11. I'm sticking with that.
I'm gonna see if I can get my.
Even though I don't like cream
at the
soda,
top.
I do like what A&W does at their Lexington, Kentucky headquarters. They require all of the workers at the headquarters, like desk jobs and businessmen, businesswomen, suit type stuff. They have to work a shift in an A&W restaurant each quarter. I love that. Reminds me back when I worked for IBM as an industrial engineer. One time I had to spend the whole day building servers.
Like waiters?
No, a computer.
Oh.
A computer that serves data to other computers.
You like to spend some time
And
on
that was an
internet.
enriching experience. I think all people should do that. I think everybody a quarter should sit behind this desk and do this show.
That's great. I agree. You seen those TikToks where the crow is trying to get something out of water and they start putting rocks in it to get something to float up? Y'all seen
They're
those?
smart. They're smarter than
I'm smart as a crow because what I'm trying to
some
do.
of my friends.
I'm trying to drink this cream soda with the power of cream soda flavored Jelly Bellies without having to actually touch it.
Oh, you getting crow?
Smarter than a crow.
What? You can't be smarter than a crow if you're doing an idea that a crow gave you. You are not as smart as a crow. That's pretty cool, dude.
So anyway, I think that those are great.
What? I gave it an
I
11.
give it a 9.
All right, so that's a 20. Cherry Coke in your popcorn.
Now this is from a small brand, an Etsy seller, the Popcorn Pub.
Did you
I'm
make the
guessing
T
this is-
silent in Etsy?
I said Etsy.
I ask a question. Don't get mad about it. I said Etsy, dude. God.
Here's the thing. I think that we may be not doing Popcorn Pub on Etsy a favor because I'm assuming that this is not sanctioned by Coca-Cola.
Uh-oh.
Let's let the cards fall where they may.
They're about to come for you. Popcorn Pub. That is syrupy. It is cherrified. Of course, I don't like cherry Coke either. What is it about me
you?
that any of the sodas that I don't like are the ones that they take and put in other things, so that then I won't eat those either.
Oh, so you're saying that we have specifically selected sodas that you don't like?
No, I'm
or
saying
is it just that you
I'm
don't
saying
like
the
a lot of
market.
things?
I'm saying the market dictates that the type of soda that I don't like is the one that's most transferable to other mediums.
I'm not a huge fan of this popcorn, but I love cherry Coke.
It's subtle, but there's cherry in there.
Here's the thing, Coke lawyers that are watching. This doesn't taste enough like cherry Coke for you to send a cease and desist.
Nope.
So you should let Popcorn Pub just keep doing their thing because honestly, it doesn't taste that much like cherry Coke.
Well, at least they're not using the Coca-Cola logo in like a huge prominent like way that
they wouldn't do that. Like if I turned it around like that, it just looks like gold.
Let's see. I'm trying to give this the benefit of doubt because Jay-Z was the Cherry Coke spokesman back in 2007.
Oh yeah, I remember that year. Do you think this bag's watertight?
I'm afraid to know why you're asking.
Look at that. Ooh, it got cold on my fingers.
Here comes some more.
See if I can drink it.
Bring in the crows.
See if I can drink it.
Up,
I'm gonna have to move to the bottle. It's watertight. That's a good bag. That's a good bag. If I had a beak, this would be easier. A beak.
I'm gonna give it a 5.
I'm gonna give it a 3.
That's a 7.
That's a total of
8.
I look like the spokesperson for these.
I know, man. You're really matchy.
You love Fanta? You love... What are these?
Some type of... It's like a
chips.
Fry chip.
You love...
I don't know what it is. It's
tubular. You love tubular chips from South Korea and Fanta? Well, have I got something from you? New from Orion.
Wow.
Founded in 1956.
Put it in your mouth, don't chew it. Taste it. Breathe through your mouth.
Whoa.
It's Fanta,
That's
dude.
Fanta.
It's freaking Fanta. And then when you start
That's
chewing,
so much Fanta.
when you start chewing it, it becomes whatever the chips are made out of. I don't know.
Corn, I think.
Corn.
I can't read Korean. Wow.
I'm averse. Well, you know what? I'm not gonna be negative. I love the fact that these taste just like Fanta.
Who would think that an orange flavored chip would be good?
Not me. But I'm not gonna be negative. It does taste just like Fanta. Oh my gosh.
Drink the Fanta. With these.
Because it's a straw. Whoops.
It works. I got Fanta.
Let me get some Fanta.
It works great.
It works so good. Matter of fact, you don't even need to get the Fanta flavored ones. You can just get the unflavored ones, and then you can just suck Fanta through it, and it's the same thing. I bet that's the origin of this. Is that in our fact sheet?
Watch a crow try that.
In 1943, a murder of crows started sucking South Korean chips.
Crows can't use straws.
I do not prefer them wet.
Yeah, they're better when they're dry.
Dude,
I'm gonna say right now,
I gotta give this a 10.
I'm giving it a 10 as well, but that creates a problem for us because you gave the cream soda an 11.
Right.
So I'm gonna give this an 11. Now the thing that's gonna be more available to you.
Hold on, no. You can't, you can do that. But let me
This is
explain
better.
to you, here's the thing. You're saying that this tastes more like Fanta than this?
No, I'm saying this.
Then you can't give it an 11.
Here's the thing. This tastes exactly like Fanta.
That's a 10, dude.
Those taste more like cream soda than cream soda. We're trying to think of the thing that tastes just like cream soda. It's actually a stronger flavor than cream soda actually has, which is not authentic. This is actually the same exact flavor that Fanta.
That's a 10.
I think it's an 11.
No, an 11 is when it tastes better. It's the new standard.
Well, okay, here's the thing.
This is not the standard for Fanta.
I don't know if you can get these. I mean, you can get these. Where'd you guys
South
get them?
Korea.
You got them from a website. You got them from a website. You guys don't go on the internet.
All right, here's the deal. I'll give it a 9 if you change yours to a 10 because there needs to be order to this type of thing.
Okay, these taste exactly like Fanta. I'm gonna give it a 9.
No, you give it a 10.
I'm gonna give it a 10.
And you know what? I'm gonna give it a 9 because this needs to clearly be Bryant. That's a total of 19.
Yes. So the thing that is more available, that actually tastes more like cream soda than cream soda, is the Jelly Belly
This
cream
is the new
soda flavored
standard
jelly
for
beans.
cream soda, and it becomes Soda Snack Brian, the Jelly Belly cream soda. Congratulations. We've created a new standard. Thanks for subscribing and clicking that bell.
You know what time it is.
Hi, I'm Jared,
And I'm Devin.
and we're in Honduras, and we're drinking a Link soda. And it's time to spin the wheel of mythicality.
Do you have something to tell me about?
That I'm suing some soda company.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
The top link to watch us fight over the best Sunday ingredients and get mythical more.
And to find out where the wheel of mythicality is going to land.
Join Third Degree quarterly or annual by June 30th to get the My Hair Goes vinyl. Visit mythicalsociety.com for details.